Hey folks, it is your local VTuber Nakaichi of Centaku Media, and today we are reacting to the, well, unfortunately as I've hit record, I missed the keynote of the Final Fantasy XIV FanFest 2026, currently going on in Anaheim. So when I just realized that it was 1 o'clock, I realized it was 1 o'clock when the keynote started. I tuned into the YouTube channel. I was like, oh, I can't see that. So basically, this next expansion pack that I do not know about as of right now, which is why I'm reacting to it, because I don't know what it is. I'm sad that I missed the first 3 minutes of it, but I also spent an hour prepping this, which, by the way, if you don't want to hear anything I say, just look at the seek bar at the bottom where you could just jump ahead to my start of my reactions. But anyway, we are going to do a reaction video of me reacting to the announcement of the next Final Fantasy XIV expansion pack, which should be 8.0. And again, don't know the name of it, but we're about to find that out here in a moment. But I'm pretty sure by the time I finish recording this, we'll know. But anyway, it's currently 2:30 Eastern time as I record this. So since I'm not actually reacting to the keynote, what we're going to do is going to watch the trailer on the YouTube channel, and whatever announcements that they announced, we are going to check out possibly the Final Fantasy XIV subreddit and see what was actually announced. And this is my second reaction video at all, because the first reaction video I did was of the announcement of Yakuza Kiwami 3 and Dark Tides. Enough with the intro, let's get on with the trailer. Okay, so we know what the title is now. So we're going back to the Endwalker, the Endwalker vibes. Hold fast to it you must and meet your fate without fear. So, Ansem's crystal. Go forth, discover, unite the stars unto one. Huh. So does this mean that the universe is going to explode now? We got a bigger threat than we thought.
One more time? It's my favorite story.
Oh, you know it better than me by now. But if you insist.
Yes! All right, I'm ready. Tell me about the promised land.
I have no idea.
Long ago, in a time few yet recall, life prospered, for the world was rich in plenty. Majestic trees stood sentinel over lands without end. From towering peaks sprang rivers, flowing into and feeding great seas. And noble kingdoms flourished, wanting for naught.
Is this from the very beginning? Is this the Crystal Tower or somewhere completely different? Hey, Sinian! Alpha, no! Yay! Good old Alfie.
But then came the relentless ice. The world grew cold, cold and still. Men succumbed to bitter sorrow. And as
So,
we struggled to
it's the Ice Age and the 12, I guess. The whatever started on, I forgot.
we had no choice but to flee to the sky.
And what?
The land below became a frozen waste.
Huh.
But everything changed when they arrived.
The traveler. The one from the sky.
Aye. But in those days, we knew them as
Warriors of Light.
far wanderer.
So everything is very vague right now. It's vaguer than, I don't know. So January 2027, so we don't have long of a wait, and it's a little different. Taking it to the next level. So I guess I'm going to get level 100, 110 or something. But anyway, Evercold, very interesting and definitely kind of expected considering the naming conventions of previous expansions up until now. Evercold, very fake indeed as far as the story. Maybe that's just a setup anyway. I guess it's going to be huge because considering how Dawn Trail was, it's just, it wasn't it, and that's also kind of why I kind of like, wasn't really like looking. I was looking forward to this, but also not looking forward to this, if that makes any sense. It looks like the Warrior Light is in his Reaper clothes, but of course, not watching the keynote, don't know what's going on. So we're gonna fix that here in just a moment. So this is the initial news of on the subreddit about the basically just revealing the next title of the expansion. Some comments here. Aura traveling to a cold place. Alphano and Ascendian are there. Close enough. Welcome back, Heavensward. If the enemies are large flying reptiles and an old genocidal racist, and we team up with the woman with ice powers. Yeah, that's very familiar. Onward to Heavensward 2, Frosty Boogaloo. Okay, so don't see anything else about what's going on, so we'll keep looking. So we're gonna look at a couple of memes while we're searching for information. So here's one. Unnamed denizen of the fourth watching strange wonders summon 7 people using a magic crystal to fight a godlike entity. Just another day in the farm in 2027. Is this a cat or the tippy toes? That's definitely peak Mikote meme right there. Floating island auras, cold zones. Close enough. Welcome back, Ishgard. Okay, so we did find something that got posted 5 minutes ago as I record this. Evolve mode announced. New job forms with new rotations and playstyles. So that sounds. So I'm guessing it's kind of like Super Saiyan. You got your base mode, you got Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2. Super Saiyan 3, and then Ultra Super Saiyan. That's kind of sound like what it is. But that's also exciting because I know like with each level of each expansion, like the gap they race it from or whatever, right? You get a lot of rotations and it just gets crazy. So it sounds like they're basically simplifying things, which makes sense. But I don't know. We'll still have to find more details, or at least I like to see it for myself. Toggle between modes at any time outside battle. Job level shared. No need to relearn actions. Clear gear shared. No need to gather mode specific gear. Evolved mode available when unlocking job. All content clearable with both modes. Reborn mode available only for existing 21 jobs. All new jobs will only have evolved mode. So new jobs, define new job. You talking about new jobs that have been released in the past few expansions? Someone says, I'm having a hard time understanding how they're putting that together. Evolve seems like a simplified version of the current system, but it seems like it won't be. Exactly. It's like I don't know, but like it does sound like it would be fewer buttons to use in a rotation. All right, so as I just wrapping this up, I'm not finding any more information right now, but there will be a time skip. You won't see it. I'll just, basically go straight to the end in the next few hours after I wrap this phase of recording up. So this is just a summary of what's been announced. There's a keynote info, of course, from the actual live event, but we're just gonna simplify it for y'all, short on time. So, featuring a Frozen Realm theme, just a teaser trailer, left to let to be understood exactly. So there wasn't really much to react to other than, okay, cool, we're basically in a Frozen setting. Taking Final Fantasy XIV to the next level, the Godless Realms Saga. The Godless Realm Saga is the name of the next story arc following the conclusion of what we saw in Endwalker. Okay, so clearly Donjo was a filler arc. This will be a long keynote, probably the longest done to share a lot of new information. Okay, Japanese title translate as Wanderer or Explorer of the Silver, on track for a January 2027 release, which, what I was going to say earlier was that this is kind of sad considering we're so used to that June release window, like in the previous expansions, with the exception of Endwalker, because, you know, the world was on fire. So, I mean, it is now, but that was like the first phase of a fire. We will be visiting the Reflection known as the Fourth, a reflection fallen to ruin ravaged by ever-spreading ice. Who will join you and who is the Wanderer? Patch 7.5 will set up the story transition toward Evercold. Info from today will help explain what we've seen in 7.4 already, what we'll see in 7.5. So some of these are kind of just very slither spoilers for me, because I actually stopped at 7.1. I'm still in the middle of that. Now that we've got information, now I got plenty of time to catch up. So this is kind of what we know about. I'm just going to scroll down. So here's one: switch from a daily based system to a weekly based system. That sounds interesting, considering that I'm kind of, I say burnt out, but also it's like there's other stuff to do. There's so many games to play. Oh yeah, Evercold will change to a weekly system to benefit players to allocate limited free time. Maybe it should be bi-weekly, but that sounds very cool. So there's seasons. So Koji acts skeptical of this. Seasons as in free to play, extra pass, extra cost. Yoshi, absolutely not. So it's basically the same as a patch. So one season equals 2 patches, even and odd. Season 1 would be 7.0, 7.1, then 7.2, 7.3. So 8.0, 8.1 would be season 1 for Evercold. Okay, so it makes sense. Okay, that actually makes a lot of sense now. And then also reduce the amount of time between patches as well. Okay, so I think we got all the information we need right here. And of course, I'll go back before I finalize this video and see what exactly is going on. It sounds like we're not going to find out a whole lot of information until the next FanFest, which is in Berlin. I'm guessing that's the next one, and then the last one will be in Tokyo, so that's like later in the year. Alright folks, this is Nakaichi back the next day after the first day of the FanFest, after the keynote segment. Apparently was a really long one, as I expected. So we're gonna finish off a few things from the announcements, like big announcements from the announcement that didn't get covered in our first go through. They're going to be exploring the 4th star, which is a reflection falling into the ruin and ravaged by ever spreading ice. So yes, Heavensward 2.0 Electric Boogaloo indeed. So everything is Norse themed with the art design, so that's pretty cool. And everything is in the sky, flying ships everywhere. That's also a theme of Heavensward. I wonder if they're trying to hint at something here. Zones consist of a prairie-style zone, underground mine area, a lava tower zone, a lake beach side town, and a large white structure. But the snake as the centerpiece of a zone. There's also cat people. So that meme was on point that I showed earlier. So also at some point, I guess in 8.0, they are looking into implementing a system that allows you to go back a week prior and get gear rewards, so that way you can have them capped out, or rather from then on, as long as you have them capped out on the current week, which I'm really excited for them to look out for the casual player, because I've grown more and more casual in the past, I guess, 5 years since playing the game, since getting caught up. Also, in addition, they are increasing the cap, or rather, I mean, we've already talked about them raising the level cap to 110, but no, they're actually increasing the cap of the free trial. So now we can update the meme to reflect Shadowbringers, and you can play to level 80 for free for the magical price of free. There we go. Not quite, but you got it. But anyway, so yes, you can play Shadowbringers until level 80 for free. Additionally, there's going to be a region cross data center player matchmaking and party finder, which will be which will come up in 7.5 series. But the first trial run will begin in Japan and will release sometime before 8.0. And also, there will be 2 new jobs. There will be a tank and a range physical job as well. I don't remember if it's at DPS or what, but yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so a few more tidbits. There's going to be a new ultimate raid featuring Kefka from Final Fantasy VI, and also the release date for the final patches of the Dawn Trail era expansions 7.5 or 7.51, sorry, will be out June 2nd. 7.55 will be out July 28th, and 7.56 will be out September 8th. And those that like to play Final Fantasy XIV on the go, there will be a Switch 2 version of Final Fantasy XIV, which comes out in August. So, yay, congratulations, Switch 2 players. Oh, and so the last bit of story from this, the biggest announcement that caught me off guard. I'm like, wait, is this real? Is this some kind of, like, quest collaboration? But no, it's more than a quest. So there's going to be an Alliance Raid series collab with, drumroll please, Evangelion. Oh my gosh, it's like, what? Now, I'm a Gundam person, but Evangelion, that's actually very interesting. I wonder if they're going to tie it in similarly to the Raid series that involved a certain someone I'm not going to name for those that are not caught up on the game. But it was very Gundam-y at the time, and so I wonder if they're like doing a callback to that with Evangelion. So anyway, the reason I didn't show the trailer for it, and I'm actually glad, because apparently people are upset about it a little bit that co-streamed it. So apparently the music in the trailer is, of course, it's a song. It's music that doesn't belong to Square Enix, so there's going to be a copyright claim at some point. So that apparently it needed to be muted before July 2026. So anyway, that is a wrap of our reaction / keynote summary video. Thank you for watching. This is my second reaction video, and I do plan on doing more in the future, and I will get better with each video. Maybe I'll do more live reactions in the future, so this was definitely a silver lining of not watching it live. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, and definitely be sure to check out our socials in the description below, as well as anything mentioned in this video. So anyway, I am Nakaichi of Centaku Media. I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye.